Ready for it here. Copenhagen Wolves versus Faculty on season for the second map. A best of one here, and let's see how it's going to go.
This is a quick hit on B. They're going to go straight forward. They're just going to rush straight in right now.
Flashed as well. Pronax with another flash. They're coming around the corner. They're going to find him behind the box, and there it is. Pimp with the early headshot and Freeze with one as well. So 2 early kills here, Jason.
And they're able to get that bomb down. Now it comes a waiting game for them, as we were talking about earlier. Can Faculty come back around, retake the site on them? As we're seeing Kerrigan working towards upper here. It's actually going to get dinked right through the box right there by doubles. But they're still trying to fight their way in. It is a 3-on-5 right now. And they're not able to pick up any kills just yet. But Copenhagen Wolves, they're starting to get, weaker in terms of health.
Yeah, there's some more kills coming in, and Freeze actually Fetches will finish it off. And the clock really, again, I mean, we really did talk about it. It was really against them at the end there. You could hear it ticking away, and RDL did have a kit picked up, but they needed to make a move. They couldn't wait for a long time to pick them off, and Copenhagen Wolves also didn't give them much of an opportunity. They waited and didn't let themselves get picked off, and why would they? They were in a 3-on-5 situation. They just want them to come and find them.
Oh, as you can see on the minimap, we do have a 4-stack in middle here. They definitely want to control it, as you were mentioning a little bit earlier. It's RDL going to be the only one in that A site. And Freeze, he's trying to keep watch of that. He's trying to make sure no one pushes up into it. And they obviously do have that first round win. And he didn't opt to buy anything here. He kept his gun.
Yeah, and that is that's what Freeze does. We know he's going to buy an AWP later. He buys head armor and body armor, and that's it. A lot of the time they use him for scouting as well. Right now he's just waiting in the middle, but it's a good idea to have one person that you can kind of throw away. Looks like though it's going to be a push for the A-bomb site, and RDL actually. Oh, that's Kerrigan with a great shot before he goes down.
They do get a 1-for-1 trade here, but it doesn't matter. Copenhagen Wolves pushing in towards this A site. They already do have 2 men down, and it looks like they will be able to get the bomb down very shortly if they ever do pick it back up and take it into the site. But either way, with these guns, they should have the advantage here. They should be able to hold this one down. As we finally do see bomb picked up here in just a few seconds.
Yeah, not much of a challenge here for Copenhagen Wolves. The 1 kill on Freeze, the one guy who really doesn't matter that much. All he lost was body armor. He'll be just fine. And at the same time, Faculty haven't gone for some of the buys that we've seen very games going for in the past, where they buy body armor and P250s and try and work for it, which maybe wouldn't have made that much of a difference if they had, because you can see that Copenhagen Wolves actually have Galils and AKs mostly. So, head armor doesn't really help you that much in that situation. Pronax here maybe looking for some excellent kills.
Yeah, and like you said, they killed Freeze. Didn't really matter. Didn't have a gun, so not able to pick that one up and really turn around, or at least save it for this next round. And Wolves, I have to say, just their execution so far on this map. I mean, this was their choice to choose it, and they're playing phenomenally well. They are executing everything perfectly at this point. But then again, only 2 rounds in. Haven't had a gun run for Faculty here, and maybe we'll see things change very shortly.
I expect we will. I don't think Faculty are going to be too worried about this at all. Getting a kill in every once in a while is good. You're right. I mean, it does make a big difference. Getting a kill on Freeze, if he had an AK, that would have been worth, 3 times as much. But instead, it's just a pistol, and they don't really get much for it. 3rd round coming up, still not able to buy, and obviously at this stage, not going to go for any kind of really crazy eco buy or anything, or, force buy here. They're buying 1 grenade on Glaive, but I don't think we should read too much into that.
Yeah, they're definitely not trying to nade like anything, but they do have the Wolves pushing towards this B site yet again, and Fetish now his turn to really hold down that middle. And Freeze leading the charge here. All he has is that pistol. He's going to spot one. Actually, Dupree picks up the kill on the Spitfire, and it looks like they're just going to continue rushing into the site.
Yeah, and again, difficult to make this too interesting unless in Faculty you get some really crazy shots off, and a nice kill there from Pronax actually to take down Dupree, but he is going to get overrun really soon. Actually does a lot of damage. Wow, that could have almost been a 2nd kill. It's a pretty good defending there by Pronax. It's going to leave Glaive alone though. In a 1-on-4, they are very damaged though right now.
He could easily come back here, just get 1 or 2 kills, but it doesn't matter in the end. Fetish shuts him down. And Copenhagen Wolves taking a very early 3-0 lead here.
Yeah, and it's a big... Now it does matter a little bit. In Faculty, they've played 3 rounds. They've only got 2 kills. That's on Kerrigan and Pronax. And the reason why that matters is that Copenhagen Wolves, they only had to rebuy 2 rifles in that case. They're going to be just fine. Money-wise, they're doing really well. And in Faculty, you can see now that their money's dropping really low. If they lose this round, they're back to ecoing, which is actually how almost every Counter-Strike round works here in the 4th round. So let's see if they could do it.
Oh, he's pushing up. He wants to look towards the middle. He knows they hold it right there. He does spot 1. Oh, he gets the shot on a Freeze. Wow.
That was a pixel shot, but Dupree is going to take down the next player, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. And now the question is, are they going to make the rotation already? You can see 2 people still in B right now, and Glaive is here waiting. Is going to be dropped by Dupree. That leaves Kerrigan alone in the bomb side, and that's a big problem. They need some reinforcements quickly.
Kerrigan is going to be pushed up towards this top side. I mean, we're running earlier. Is his op going to be on today? It looks like it might be, as he does get taken down by Dupree. Such a fantastic player here. Now, Pronax Spitfire, as Pronax goes down, Spitfire, the last man standing. And just like you said, if they lose this one out, we're going to see another eco. He's trying to pick up a couple of kills as he gets 1. And look at the health bars right now on Copenhagen Wolves' side.
Yeah, that's really critical. The question is the Spitfire. No, it doesn't even matter because Fetish got him. And the great thing is Fetish was actually waiting in the middle the whole time. You know, they pushed into the bomb site. They had Fetish covering that middle area that we keep talking about as being such an important junction in the map. And they tried to rotate through. He actually didn't get the shot first time around, but they kind of came back for him, and then he got it. So, yeah, really great play from Copenhagen Wolves. Kind of what we were talking about. Get into the bomb site. The people trying to rotate in through the middle, they sometimes get picked off.
And it looks like they want to be able to contest middle here as the Wolves are actually backing away. Not a lot of damage trade here. Freeze gets a shot on a Kerrigan. Able to take one down for himself. Remember, it is an eco round, so you would assume that the Wolves should be able to pick this one up, but they are, I mean, I don't want to keep talking about too much, but they're playing so well right now, and in Faculty are having a hard time really getting anyone. They don't have that many kills on the board yet.
No, they don't, and that's a big problem. I mean, now even the eco round kills here really start to matter a lot. They've got the 1 kill on Pimp here, but they need to stop the Copenhagen Wolves economy a fair bit. You know, just looking at the scoreboard, there's 10,000 on Fetish right now. That's way too much, and looks like he's probably not going to go down here. Glaive fighting it out with him, but should be just fine. Backup is coming in as well. Glaive will drop, and there it is. So if we look at the scoreboard after this round, you know, they're going to have an absurd amount of money to work with, and that's a really bad sign.
And look at Fetish's score, 8-0 right now. That is ridiculous to have, leading his team in kills, and he hasn't been taken down just yet. And that's the economy like you're talking about, sitting on the pretty much 12,000 right now.
Yeah.
In fact, they're going to buy up here, and we have to say, if they want to have, I guess, hopes of taking any rounds on this first half, or at least taking a decent score, they need to pick up this round, and Kerrigan will be watching middle here, but he won't really have anyone to contest with.
No, indeed. And Spitfire's way up close over towards the B-bomb side, but nobody's coming. RDL and Glaive, they're going to get early notice that somebody's arriving here at the A-bomb site, but can they call for backup quickly? There's going to be 1 kill. RDL, he needs the second, and he won't get it. It's going to be Kerrigan coming in, but look at how far away they are. Are they even going to go for it right now? It's 3 on 4, but they need to get a return kill really quickly here.
Kerrigan, he's looking for it, but he gets smoked out completely right now, and Dupree sitting on 9 kills. He pushes past the smoke. Doesn't get the shot that he wants just yet, though, and bomb hasn't gone down, but it is finally working its way over towards A as Zip trying to hold on to it, and Spitfire trying to push through Catwalk here, trying to come in from the backside. Kerrigan, yet again, needs to be able to pick up a kill as Spitfire did get one on a Fetish, so now it's a 3-on-3. But in Faculty, they have to come out big here. They have to take this site back. Yeah,
really late plant as well from Copenhagen Wolves. They had the bomb site for a long time before they put it down, so that actually buys some time, but Freeze will find the shot. Pronex coming up here. Dupree is going to take him down. That leaves Spitfire alone in a 1-on-3, and he's going to make a run for it. He has an AWP, an expensive weapon to throw away. And in Faculty, again, the bomb site gets taken and they just cannot retake it.
It's so well done by the Wolves, and you pointed out, you know, it was a very late bomb plant.
Yeah,
and they've been leaving the bomb so far behind them every time, and yet every site they go to, they commit to it. They're not going to rotate back around to the other one. And luckily for Kerrigan, luckily for Faculty, they do have the SOP in the hands of Kerrigan coming up here, and he already made one amazing shot in middle. He needs to do it again.
You know, you were mentioning Freeze earlier. Now with 8-0 and 1. And actually, that reminded me of something that we should have probably mentioned early on. The reason why Copenhagen Wolves probably went for this map is because Fetish is, in fact, a source player. And he was the in-game, he is still the in-game leader, so he knows this map very, very well. He has all the strategies, and we see here why. It's incredible to see. Another buy coming up from Faculty. They need to make this work, but Pimp is going to get the great double entrance, and oh my god, it's so rough to watch right now.
And they used a flash and a nade to try to hold them off here, but it didn't matter, and Faculty just couldn't get the shots down. And right now, we're actually seeing them save their guns yet again here. So we're looking at a 7-0 scoreline in just the first half of the Copenhagen Wolves.
Very, very quick game. You know, a different game from the one we saw between Very Games and Fnatic. You know, this seems a little bit more one-sided right now. And I think a lot of that has to do with Fetish. There's no doubt about it, actually. And, you know, saving the guns is the right choice, but they're all really split apart. They could get picked off here, and they need these weapons right now. Absolutely. It's all they have.
And we talked about it a little bit earlier on when we were watching the first game, you know, Very Games versus Fnatic. Momentum. Right now, obviously in the hands of the Wolves. And Faculty, like, what do they need to do, obviously, besides pick up some rounds to really turn it around? Because it's really getting one-sided.
Yeah, I mean, it's so difficult. Saving these 3 rifles makes all the difference in the world because it means they can rebuy for Spitfire and Pronex. They'll have the money to do that, the people who survive. So that's good, but I'm wondering if their defense is too slow right now, if it's too passive. You know, they're not getting information. They only know where the terrorists are by the time they show up in a bomb site, and that proves to be too late. So maybe they want to play a little bit more offensively, kind of like Spitfire's doing here. If he keeps pushing, I think that's going to be really good. And in the middle as well, they've got Glaive up closer. Yeah, this is a change for Faculty.
Yeah, Fetish does pick up that kill on the Glaive, though. And RDL's pushed up as well, but he hasn't really shown his hand just yet. It's Kerrigan trying to make something happen here on upper, but Freeze picks up a kill, Zip picks up a kill as well. And just like that, the 3 guns they saved didn't mean anything. The only damage they got down was on the Fetish, and that was only 24.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to my theory. I think it was a good idea, and the fact that it didn't work out is just because Copenhagen Wolves has some very, very good players. But pushing up, trying to get the information, trying to find out where the terrorists are before they actually get to a bomb site, I think it's the right move. And once again, you know, these 2 rifles, they need to save them. It's actually paramount that they do.
And we do see Kerrigan already picked up 1 kill in this round. Looking for someone else, maybe pick up a couple of exit frags, and he actually might be able to find one here, as I believe Zip's coming around the corner, does get the kill onto him. So I think he gets a little bit more money in his pocket.
Yeah.
But right now, I mean, I'll be honest, like, and Faculty, I know they're better than this. I just don't know what's happening right now with them. I mean, maybe this wasn't a map they were prepared for.
No, I'm sure it wasn't the map. I actually really seriously doubt that it very much was. I mean, Glaive probably knows how to play this map, but at the same time, Kerrigan, Spitfire, Pronax, RDL, I don't think they do as much. This could be one of the first times we actually see a real sort of map pick coming into play for real in Global Offensive. And Kerrigan went down with the AWP at the end of that round. That's a big deal.
And right now, I mean, we talked about Kerrigan and the AWP and how strong and instrumental he can be to a victory for Faculty, but he's being shut out in terms of smokes, flashes, just in terms of pure aim at this point. And I don't even think an op is really a good choice for him anymore at this point.
It could be that he'd want to pick something else, but he's sticking with it. Kerrigan has 1. There's the shot on Freeze. Great kill. And that's going to make a big difference. Now the middle is kind of, well, they actually give up on the middle. They're just going to make the rotation. It's been A so many times that they're just stacking it now.
And Kerrigan proved me wrong right there with the off shot. It'll take Freeze down, but can they hold the rest of this? As we do have even just 3 members of the Wolves sitting towards this A site, but they're...
Fetchish is going to be key here. If he gets the kill on Spitfire, it could force a big rotation, but he's actually going to turn his back. He does get it! And now look at the minimap. Glaive is coming over already, and Kerrigan is, yeah, he's forcing the rotation as well, but they are also counter-rotating. This is weird. The terrorists, if they'd stayed at A right now, they might have just won the round, but they're actually bringing the bomb over.
And can they get it back into the site and planted? 50 seconds remaining. And Glaive and Pronax, the only 2 to really hold on to this. Fetish didn't really take any damage in that duel. Spitfire just there. Zip gets taken down by RDL, so looking very good for Faculty to finally pick up their first round, but don't count Wolves out just yet. Smoke to go down and upper. It looks like they're going to commit to the site.
Yeah, Glaive ready with a flash here. It's going to be great when Pronax goes down. Glaive gets the 1, and that's it. You're right. We could not count them out. And now RDL and Kerrigan, well, they're heading over there, but again, they're far away. The bomb is planted, so let's count the seconds before they get over there. It's like going to be 5-7 seconds before they even get to the bomb site. That's a pretty big deal, and look, they have still some flashes to keep them away.
And Faculty, great positioning on them as well, as they're trying to work their way in, but the smokes that Wolves have put down has just really shut them out. As Pimp waiting for someone to push in. RDL does get the first kill on Fetish. Kerrigan, all in the hands of him right here, picks up the kill, gets the last one, and then will get the defuse here, and then Faculty finally picking up the first round of the half for themselves in the 9th round.
So very strong round from Kerrigan. He has to be feeling hyped about that. He's also top fragging on his team currently. Finally it happens. 1-8 is not a good score right now for Faculty, but you know,
7-8 wouldn't be bad for the first half, considering how it started.
If they could do that, and they're actually buying 2 AWPs as well. There's 1 on Glaive now and 1 on Kerrigan. So they, they're really serious about this. They want to make that 7-8. If they could do that, well, then they're fine. You know, then they're going to be doing great. But it's going to be very tough again because their economy is actually even more in danger now than it was just before. Because the consecutive round loss bonus that they have, it's been reset now. So if they lose a round now, they're going to get next to nothing.
As we do see, I believe that was 3 members of the Wolves working towards this A site. Freeze is off working towards middle, and Dupree, who has really been the man to go to for the Wolves so far, is trying to work up those halls. And we talked about, controlling middle. Wolves haven't really done a lot to contest it, but they've had someone there to watch it every single time, and it looks like we're going to have the push coming.
Oh, there it is. Great shot from RDL, but Pimp will take him down right in return. So a 1-for-1 trade escalate with 1 Pronax waiting in the corner. He does take down Pimp. I think he was completely flashed in, and that's going to leave Freeze and Fetchish 2-on-4 situation. That's really good for Faculty.
And this is the momentum switch that we were waiting for, we were hoping for Faculty. As you do see, Spitfire going to be looking for Freeze in middle, looking to get the op out of his hands, and he's going to be pushing towards Talbot. Does get it. And right now, Fetish, last man standing with the bomb.
That was looking like it could have been a knife even in the middle. That would have been fun, but I don't think they're in a place where they want to risk that. And there's Pronax with the final kill. Great round from Faculty. Not only do they win it, but they only lose 1 player on RDL. Their economy... Oh man, that's good.
It was so close.
Yeah, that was so close. They would have probably doubled ecoed actually if they had lost that round, and that that would have been terrible.
But right now for him though, the only problem is that no matter how many times you beat the Copenhagen Wolves in a round, they still are going to have the money to buy back pretty much every single time at this point.
Yeah, you're right. They could probably rebuy, well, they're buying here. They could probably buy the next one and the next one. It's pretty tough. Karrigan, great shot early on. He's going to fall back. Dupree comes second, and there is the shot. Oh my god, that's incredible. And over at the A-bomb site, it's going to be a massacre as well. Glaive throws out the grenade. He's going to land on Freeze and leave him with 6 HP, and he keeps flashing. Is he going to get another kill? They're coming for him, but he hits the shot. My god, in Faculty, there it is.
That was such a phenomenal play out of every single member right there as they do clean that up with Pronax. And Karrigan, who's been at the A site for the majority of the time and towards middle, rotates to B and gets 2 kills. He's playing so well at this point.
Absolutely incredible. And, you know, you just managed to say just in time, you know, maybe, you know they're better, and we know we can count on them to do more than they're doing right now.
Right.
And there it is. Just like that, they managed to do it. So let's see if they can bring it all the way home here. 3-8 is going to be the score. Let's see. Yeah, there is money for Copenhagen Wolves to buy once more, but if they lose, not just this round, but the next one too, then they're going to be going.
Oh, wow. Freeze getting the kill on a Karrigan right there. Great take back by him. Outgunning him right now. And Wolves, they took 8 straight, but are now struggling to pick up another round here, as in Faculty's been able to take those 3. Yeah. Glaive watching the vent, just like you were talking about earlier, like you can shoot through those, you can catch people off guard, and Dupree, he's currently waiting for someone.
It's really curious here. There's going to be, well, he was waiting, and there's Spitfire just walking into it. Now Glaive is completely surrounded. He's flashed as well. He goes down, and that's going to leave Pronax and RDL alone in a 2-on-5 situation. And all of a sudden, it's looking a little bit worse once again. And I really want to commend Copenhagen Wolves for what they did this round, because it's quite cool. We saw that in Faculty were doing what we were sort of expecting. They were switching up their playing style to play a little bit more aggressively. And then Copenhagen will switch their playing style to just wait for them to come. And that's what they did. Freeze was just waiting, and they walked right into it.
And also right there, that was the first time they pushed middle.
Yeah.
So they realized they've been stacking sites as well, so why not take control of middle, work away from there, and they picked up kills left and right. I don't think anyone even got damaged on the... Actually, only 1% died on the Copenhagen Wolves side, but they do. They pick up that round that they needed to get the momentum back here, but can they continue? Can Faculty turn this one around? It looks like the hit's going to come on a catwalk right away as Glaive picks up a kill on the Freeze.
That's very important, but Karrigan is going to go down. RDL keeps spraying, but Pimp will get the second kill as well. That's going to leave him alone in the bomb site. 3-on-3 situation, though he does get the shot mid-air onto Fetish. Oh, that was only a few inches he could have got that shot on, and that's going to be a great situation now. Sibnix and Pimp only on 10 HP right now.
Yeah, such a great job, and Faculty to turn this one around. Adapt the strategies yet again, just back and forth. Bomb is getting planted here. Pimp does get that one down with 10 HP, and Zip, we looking for a kill here, does get one, but can they get the last 2? Turns around, Spitfire picks up that one.
Yeah, and that's going to leave Pimp. 10 HP, this should be perfectly possible, especially with the... Oh, grenade not quite going to hit, but they should be able to win this. They're going to have to be... Yeah, Spitfire, I was going to say they could just leave one person defusing, one person covering, because they knew where he was, but it turns out just fine. And every round from Faculty right now is actually just completely critical. If they can get up to 5, though, I think they're actually going to be all right.
Yeah, take a look at their money real quick. I mean, if they lost this round, that would have been an eco guaranteed.
Yeah.
And they cannot, well, obviously they can't afford it, they don't have the money for it, but they really need to pick up these rounds. And luckily for them, the buys they've been going for, the risky buys, have been paying off finally here. But still, Wolves have a lot of money in hand, still can buy after this round, even if they do lose out here.
Yeah, and you have to appreciate as well that, you know, you said they're going to eco, but they have 2 AWPs, so, you know, if they... And that's been working, so if they throw those weapons away, you know, they can't just easily rebuy them. They need to win a lot of rounds in a row here to keep that double orb setup running continuously. See how it's going to work out. Freeze is waiting for them to come as well here through the smoke. Once again, the exact same spot that he got the kill in a few rounds ago.
And it looks like right now, no one's peeking just yet as Freeze still looking for that kill. I'm just going to keep him smoked out. And we talked about this. Smokes and Molotovs, you know, just helping you buy time. As it looks like the rest of the Wolves going to be pushing middle. Glaive launching towards that. Going to spot one. Not going to get the kill, though. And this, with that smoke, that actually might have given the Wolves the control they needed to push this one through to B.
Yeah, and it looks like they, well, they're in the middle now, but the rotation is coming in, though. Glaive is already there, so they got 3 people at the B bomb site. Is it enough? There's going to be Pronax with great double kill, and Sibnix will take down Spitfire. Pronax is very low on health, and Sibnix will finally drop him. 3-on-3 situation, and Glaive is still at the bomb site. That's actually critical right now.
Can they get this back? Bomb has finally gone down. DC Zip with 2 kills in hand so far in this round currently. RDL trying to work towards upper, but
They got 2 AWPs for a retake. That's not good, but that grenade will finish off Dupree. That's a big kill. Freeze and Sipnik's left in a 2-on-3 situation, and there's going to be 1-on-3 Freeze. The only one covering the bomb right now. He's fighting it out with RDL, but it's being diffused already as we speak. He has to go for the kill. He's turning around the corner, not hitting the shot. It's already diffusing. Freeze with 1, and he's going to be taken down. The double orbs actually come in. They save both the AWPs and take the round. A massive round from Faculty, 5-9. The 15th round, the last one of the half coming up.
And we keep talking about Kerrigan with the op, but look at Glaive. He has stepped up for his team right now. I mean, you said the double op. He's been doing so great work with it. And looking to bring this one back, it looked very grim, you know, as Copenhagen Wolves had 8 straight. But being able to take 5, potentially a 6 right here would be huge for them going to the second half.
If they finish 9-6, I think that's going to be absolutely incredible. And look at Kerrigan up close here. They're going to walk around this corner very, very soon. And he's just waiting to pick them off. We get C. Dupree's first in line for the execution. Oh, this is tense. This is like an accident waiting to happen, but he actually misses it. Oh, that's critical.
He's going to be backing away, though. He's going to be looking for a redemption shot right now. You can see the Wolves. They're sitting back, going to be smoking up, flashing out. And you do still have 2 people towards middle right now, but they're not rotating through it just yet.
We'll see how this goes. They get a little bit further up into towards the bomb site, and they don't have a lot of information right now, but they're making the rotation anyway. You could see Pronax coming in, so soon they have 4 people at this bomb site. That's a pretty big deal.
And you do see actually someone pushing through middle. That is Freeze. He's trying to come around for the back. Glaive misses that shot onto him as Fetish does go down to Pronax.
That was Pronax rotating in. That's a beautiful timing. He would have died then. And Dupree's going to open up with a shot. Kerrigan misses another one, and it's going to be more death coming in. Pronax and Spitfire, 2-on-4 situation. Copenhagen Wolves looks like they're managing to take the site. And I don't think Faculty have actually retaken this A-bomb site once in this game. So every time the bomb goes down here, it seems to be going in favor of, well, actually there was 1-on-2 situation, but that's pretty much it.
And right now, 2-on-4 situation for this. It does pick up a kill. Spitfire does pull one back. We still got 3 members to work for. He wants to get that bomb. And it doesn't look like he really has a chance here, but he's still fighting for it.
Yeah, has to go for it. Obviously, the 15th round, going to get 1 kill there. Tries for the USP, almost going to take down Dupree, but now there is no time left. It's too late. And he really knows it already, so just a matter of waiting for the bomb to explode. There it's going to be 10-5. You know, I think we should be thanking Faculty right now for bringing this back to a potentially much more interesting game, because that could have been incredibly one-sided. Looked like Copenhagen Wolves were never going to let go. Yeah,
and if you look at the Wolves right now on your screen, they look very calm and very like satisfied with what they pulled off right there. And you saw in Faculty just prior, they were like a little, not upset, but they were like a little bit caught off guard to be destroyed that well in the first half.
Yeah, I think Copenhagen Wolves. I think this is the weird thing, right? Because we're talking about momentum and like what is the emotional state of Copenhagen Wolves right now? I think they knew too how far ahead they were, and then they finish up with a 10-5 scoreline, which is not that bad. It's perfectly possible that Faculty could go back into it. So even though 10-5 is pretty good, it's probably not as good as they were, thinking at the first 7 rounds when they were like 7-0. So maybe they're a little bit less excited than they should be, and maybe Faculty is a little bit more excited than they should be. And how that plays out is probably going to be down to the pistol round, which, you always end up saying that when you're casting Counter-Strike, don't you? Like, the pistol round is important, but it really is. Obviously, if
especially with the scoreline.
Especially with the scoreline, if Faculty take it, then they almost bring it back, and if Copenhagen Wolves take it, they actually almost win the game. So crazy situation, and here we go. It is going to be into the pistol round. They're all readied up. Good luck, have fun is what they're saying. 16th round of the second half is coming up. Let's see how it's going to go, and I'm always curious about pistol rounds here, just to see what they're buying. And we see 4 people actually with body armor, and only Glaive here with some grenades. And on Copenhagen Wolves side, well, they've got 3 people with grenades. So different setup coming out here from the 2 teams.
And we're also seeing 2 decoys picked up for Faculty's side, which we didn't see. I don't think the Wolves use that many times. Really trying to catch him off guard here. And they are contested middle, as you see Freeze will be there as well. RDL going to be pushing up Catwalk here, looking for a kill. Will get blinded, I believe, right there. And picks up 1.
Yeah, that's a really great start right now. Copenhagen Wolves trying to defend. It's 4-on-3. They have the bomb site. The bomb is being planted already. Let's see. Freeze fighting it out. Fetish coming in. Oh, it's a great shot from Glaive. That's Fetish in the middle picked off. So pretty much the same thing that Copenhagen Wolves just did to Faculty is now being done to them. That's painful. They're trying to reinforce the A-bomb site, and they just cannot get there.
And we really had practice in question for Faculty on this map, as we saw them not do so well on the T side, or on the CT side, but they're showing right there their T side really strong, getting the first round, and are hoping to take at least the next 4 to even things up.
Yeah. And I'm just wondering, I think, did we lose some of the, yeah, I think we lost the models, didn't we? For the weapon models. So I think at some point we need to record a demo and stop it to bring it back in, but that's the fun of Counter-Strike Go TV bug a little bit, so we'll see how we'll fix that. It's going to be 10-6 now. Still Copenhagen Wolves in the advantage, but now they just have pistols, and Faculty been given a window back into this game.
But Wolves did a lot of damage right there. Kerrigan already down to 20 HP, Glaive down to 55, and all it takes is that one gun as Pronax trying to hold vents here, and they're being very cautious. You saw them back away out middle right away. They don't want to lose anything. Pronax going to get taken down, so Copenhagen Wolves get something right there, and he had an AK, so Freeze, now with the AK in hand, looking to turn this round around.
That's a really big kill from Freeze. He just caught Pronax looking at the wrong angle, and you're right, picking up an AK, and this is actually what didn't happen. You remember in the other round where Freeze went down?
He didn't have a gun on him.
Didn't have a gun on him, and now Freeze, well, you know, he has the rifle. This is a really big difference, and actually a really important point in the game as well.
And he does actually donate over to Dupree, who, I mean, he's been playing Sublime on that terrace half, and no better man to take it than him. And as you see, and waiting for something to happen, Kerrigan is pushing up middle here. Going to be getting around to CT spawn momentarily. He doesn't have a lot of health on him. As we do see Dupree pick up a kill into RDL, and this might be a nice eager round for the Wolves coming in. It's already been very good as Kerrigan comes up for the backside, picks up that kill into Freeze. And right now we're looking at 3-on-4, Copenhagen Wolves with that man advantage.
Yeah, the thing is, can Dupree stay alive in this bomb site? That's really the big question. Fetch is going to get a kill. Pim gets a kill. Oh my god, it's Spitfire alone, and there is Dupree. The double kill happens, and it's going to be Copenhagen Wolves to actually take the eco round. What an impressive performance, Jason. That's
so well
amazing.
done. And you look back at how it started. Freeze just going in events, catches Pronax, not looking at him at that time, picks up the kill, donates it over to Dupree, who picks up 2 for himself. And then you had, I believe that was Fetish, rotate from CT spawn, pick up a couple of kills himself in sight. Just so well done. And now the Wolves catching Faculty off guard. Now 11-6 here as the scoreline in the second half. And Wolves, they're looking to take like the next 2 or 3.
That's so impressive as well, and we heard the cheer, the roar in the background as they managed to make that work. I think that was a victory roar. That was them thinking, we got this now. And they have a lot of reason to think that. Kerrigan, well, they've actually all bought body armor, which is really cool. This is kind of the very games thing that we were talking about. Body armor and pistols. They do get the opening kill as well. This could be a big turnaround. Sipnix is alone in this bomb site. He's going to get the 1 kill on RDL, but they're all coming for him. More people coming. Oh my god, Freeze gets a kill. He shows up just in time, and that does leave Kerrigan and Glaive alone. Great defense. Wow, Sipnix. Quad kill. They were all coming for him right around the corner. He held onto it and just got the backup. That is a big deal.
And considering they lost a man right at the beginning, didn't actually do, I think, any damage to the side of Faculty, but able to hold that one down. Freeze coming in and really saving him there as well with the crossfire they pulled off into lower. And right now, Copenhagen Wolves, 12-6 scoreline. I mean, they're 4 rounds away from getting the first win in this group stage.
Yeah, that is definitely the situation we're in. I think if Sipnix had gone down then, they would have actually given 2 rifles away to Faculty, and because they had body armor, that would have meant Faculty would have almost certainly won the round. It would have been 5-on-3 with rifles. Very cool.
And Dupree does pick up a kill on RDO right there. Was very aggressive, pushed out very quickly. And it looks like the bomb in T-spawn might be rotating over towards middle. Either way, Copenhagen Wolves do get 2 down. Obviously, it's going to be an eco round for Faculty here, so you're not really expecting too much, even though the Wolves kind of disproved that a little bit earlier on.
But it's, I mean, in Faculty are at the stage where they need to get, 2 or 3 kills in every eco round from now on, just to try and limit Copenhagen Wolves' economy, because that's actually what it really could come down to here. Copenhagen Wolves are already at a stage where if they lose a round, they can still buy, and there aren't that many rounds left, so...
This is a huge round. I mean, if they lose this one, just like I said, they're going to go on eco. That'll put 14 on the board for Wolves. If they lose this one, they're looking at potentially getting their first loss here. And they have to come out big as Freeze going to be watching middle with the AWP as one does come out. And Dupree coming in for Kawa, going to pick up 1 kill. Look at that shutdown by the Wolves, getting 4 so quickly. And now it's in the hands of Spitfire.
Yeah, that's so cool. That was actually 3 people covering the middle there, because Dupree was coming in from the A-bomb site. They already had 2 in the middle. So Copenhagen was showing us how it's done, not giving it up. They know how important that middle junction is, and it's going to be 14-6, just as you were saying, Jason. I cannot believe it. And Dupree on top with 20 kills. I do believe the analyst desk before we started also pointing out that Dupree was a pretty good player, and we see why. Yeah,
Pansy I think called that one right perfectly. Yeah. I mean, we've seen him in the cups just do so well every single time. He's such a strong player, and he's such a consistent player for the Copenhagen Wolves side. But now you see a 5-man push onto this B site. The Copenhagen Wolves, they're ready. They're prepared to stop this. They do have flashes coming in, but here comes the counter flashes.
Yeah, and Sivnik's going to take down the bomb carrier, and it's going to be Pronax to drop next. He pulls out the pistol. He just keeps going. It's going to be Karrigan alone, and he's kind of confused in the middle because his whole team has just died. And there it is. Sivnik's another triple kill coming in. He's very, very close to Dupree, and actually Sivnik is actually one of the really strong players on this team as well. And he's not that old. I think he's just 18, so he's like one of the up-and-coming players.
That's so frustrating. Yeah. To know he's 18, he's so much better at this game than me.
Exactly. We've been playing this game for how long? Like, you know, the history with the game just going
a long time.
Too far back. Should be better, but we're not.
But right now, we've seen it in very games versus Fnatic. Fnatic was able to come back, take it to overtime here, but can Faculty do the same? They're going to be pushing towards this A site. They have flashes coming out. Karrigan looking for the shot, misses unfortunately, but they're going to keep pushing in.
Yeah, it's a great shot from Freeze to take down Karrigan, and now obviously, you know, the question about overtime, a kill like that early on, that kind of almost rules it out. 4-on-5 situation. Spitfire, Pronax, Glaive, and RDL, and there's a great shot from Glaive to take down Fetcher. So that is very important. They do bring it back a little bit. I feel like Copenhagen Wolves have all the advantage right now. And look at this. Sivnik, he's pushing up, and the further up he gets on the side of the map, the more information he's going to get about what's happening. And
it looks like Faculty gain control of middle. Bomb's still there. They might actually sneak over to B, or even with, I believe that's Pronax in the hall, is going to be looking for an A as Dupree gets behind off Catwalk, but RDL does manage to take him down. So now it's a 3-on-3 here as Freeze sitting at 34 HP.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake by Dupree, but it shows he had the exact right idea. And the same thing that Siblings was doing. Yeah, Copenhagen Wolves, they are pushing aggressively on this map on the counter-terror side. They want the information. They're trying to get it. He should have got the kill then, but he didn't.
Here comes. Lucy Freeze, unfortunately missing that first shot in the halls, misses the second one, but does do a little bit of damage to Pronax. The nade fluffing it a little bit right there, but in Faculty, they're trying to go for a push on this A site. They do get one, but is it enough?
Yeah, it's a 2-on-2 situation right now, and Freeze is very low on health. Anybody even looks at him, he's going to go down. Pimp is going to be really the key man here. He's down at the side as well. It's actually a really strong position, but Glaive will take him down. Freeze in a one-on-one, Jason. My God.
And he's sitting at 6 HP as well. It looks like he will go down. So Faculty salvaging the round right there after losing Karrigan right in the beginning. Going to take it to at least one more round here. 7-15 in the second half for Faculty, or for Copenhagen Wolves. And Faculty looking for them. They hold on one more.
Much closer game than I thought early on. I mean, 7-15 still a long ways away here from the Faculty. They do start to dig into Copenhagen Wolves' economy. Everybody on Copenhagen Wolves actually had, I think, more than 10,000 as they started off, so that's very impressive. Now, another round coming up, and in Faculty, they just have to take it one round at a time. Let's see if they can.
We do have them pushing towards B with the bomb. They actually did go for a nice spread here, as Pronax can be working towards A. And they only have one man to really stop them from getting here, as it looks like Fedor's going to be watching towards vents.
Oh, he misses the shot again. Pronax turns around. That's another big failure from Dupree. That's just not good enough. He should have got that kill without even thinking about it. And Pronax surviving for a moment, but they are at the B bomb side. All the counter-terrorists. 3 people here defending.
Can they get the bomb down? They're still looking for those kills, those crucial kills to actually get this bomb site open, as Glaive does pick up one on a Fedor. Spitfire going to come in as Glaive actually steals that away. Oh, but Spitfire picks up one at least. And just like that, and Faculty get the bomb down, looking to hold on here in a 5-on-2. And Copenhagen Wolves, they're sitting pretty on their money. They could afford to go for this, but with Karrigan in the backside, taking down Dupree, their hopes are just dwindling away.
Yeah, this is a really strange situation. That's twice now Dupree's come up from behind and actually not managed to get the kill. And this time it was really critical, because if he had taken down Pronax, he would have looked around and he would have discovered that there was nobody else on that side of the map. And then they would have known it was going to be a B push. So not only did he not get the kill, he didn't get the information, and that's almost more important, actually. That means they had the 3 people defending, which maybe could have been enough, but it just wasn't this time. So, yeah, Copenhagen was a little bit of misplay, and you don't want to give in Faculty any room here. No windows back into this game. They just need to finish it now, and that's not always easy.
Yeah, I mean, I always ask, what's the hardest round to take? And it seems to be that 16th round to just lock down the game. You seem to get over a mental block to really pull that one out. And right now, Wolves, they're still sitting pretty on money. So even if they do this one, they should be able to buy up yet again as Karrigan. He wants to get a pick over onto Catwalk right now, but unfortunately for him, no one will be pushing that. As RDL will be pushing over into this B side. Gets a kill on a Fetish, so it looks like this B hit might come into effect, but the bomb is still over at A.
Yeah, but it's forcing a rotation. You can see them actually all leaving the A bomb side right now. This is great play. If they just go in right now, they're going to be leaving. They're going to be facing an empty bomb site. There's nobody here. A great fake coming out right now from Faculty, and they apparently know how to play this map as well. This is delightful.
This is really critical, is that if Faculty can't stay alive in this B site, you'll have a 4-on-2. As we do see Zip actually pick up that kill on the RDL, so now they know the bomb is over towards A. They're going to get there, and it will be a 4-on-4. We do have that op on Karrigan, though. Going to be looking to pick up a couple of kills over on a Cat. But unluckily for him, they're not coming that way just yet.
The only way Copenhagen, yeah, the only way Faculty would have lost that round is if they would have gone aggressive there to try and meet Copenhagen Wolves for some strange reason. But you can see, I mean, 4-on-4, they don't even want to go for it. And that's also a sign that Copenhagen Wolves know that eventually their economy will run out. Actually, 2 of their players are kind of low. Freeze on 250, 1600 on Fetches. They need to be a little bit careful here. And I don't know, I'm very impressed with the Faculty. That was a great fake. And actually, it's something that you can do fakes on any map.
Right.
But they're really visual on Season, and we see why. 2 people heavily defending the B bomb site, the counter-terrorist team making the full rotation, and then as the bomb goes down, they're like, we're at the wrong bomb site.
Well, it's like the vision into the site. If you lock those down, they're so easy to take away with the smoke. You can't see what's happening, so you have to kind of assume they're going to be there. But right now, Wolves losing too many straight right now. They need to be able to pick up this one to close it out. And at Faculty, they're not giving up without a fight. And I love to see that out of a team, especially when you lose 8 rounds straight on the CT side.
Yeah, this could be a comeback. It could be another 6 rounds to come for in Faculty. No mistakes. They just have to play hard and play well.
And you did see RDL run through that Molotov, so he took 40 damage, but it's actually a smart play because he almost caught Copenhagen Wolves off guard. RDL looking towards upper, looking for a kill. Fetish is going to be there.
Yeah, if he jumps over here, RDL is certainly ready for him. That could be a big mistake from Fetish. He's thinking about it for a moment. You could just see him lurking about. Oh my god. And Spitfire is over at the A-bomb site trying to make the reverse fake happen, maybe? This is really, really tense at the moment.
I think it's the slowest round we've had so far, but Pimp, he's pushing up. But he stops.
Oh my god, one more step maybe. Spitfire, if he gets an opening kill here, that could force the opposite rotation from the one that we saw last round. They still got a pretty standard setup. 2 and A, 2 and B, 1 in the middle, and actually Carrigan is sneaking in for the middle as well, but Freeze is there waiting. He peeks away just at the wrong time. Oh no, Freeze. That could be a big deal if Carrigan gets in here.
And Spitfire still trying to cause commotion as Carrigan gets taken down by Freeze. Freeze was able to rotate a little bit quicker, but the flash is coming out. They assume it's going to be over ASB. Actually, starts rotating over, but it doesn't matter. The Wolves are shredding them apart.
Yeah, Fetch is defending really well. It's going to get all 3 of them right there. So great defense. 16-9. They win it. Congratulations to Copenhagen Wolves. It looked for a moment like the Swedes were going to bring it back.
Yeah.
Well, actually the 3 Swedes and the 2 Danes, but still. It wasn't quite so. Copenhagen Wolves, they started off impressively, and it was, it looked like they couldn't finish it off, but they just managed to do that.
Yeah, it was, I mean, I mentioned a little bit earlier during the actual game it was really nice to see in Faculty finally show up. I mean, I don't want to talk bad about them, but, those first 8 rounds, they didn't look like they were fully here today, but finally able to, to pull some back. They obviously will be playing against Fnatic, I believe, a little bit later on.
Yeah.
And that is the tough match as well, because Fnatic pushed very games to the brink.
That is going to be really, really tough and an exciting match as well. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to it even more now because we have so many maps in the pool that that map is also going to make a big difference. I think other teams are now going to be like, we need to make sure not to play Season actually against either of these 2 teams because they both seem pretty confident playing. I think you're right, that stretch in the beginning where it's like in Faculty weren't quite ready, that probably made a really big deal. If they had taken just a 1 or 2 rounds in between and made it, 5-2 instead of 7-0, it would have been a really big difference. So unfortunately, they weren't able to do that. Copenhagen Wolves, they advance on. I think you're right, though. Taking that final round, as you were saying, the 16th round, always really critical. And it's actually something that that I think we see in other esports titles as well. In Dota and in League of Legends and StarCraft, finishing the game once you have the advantage can be really difficult for some reason.
Yeah, closing it out is definitely really hard for any team. I mean, any experienced team. But it's the best ones that can do that. They're the ones that are known for ages, like SK back in 1.6, NIP back in 1.6. And right now, I mean, is this a big mind game, though? This is what I was thinking about the whole time, is that because Copenhagen Wolves chose Season, is that a little bit of a mind game to other teams that will go up against them? Because you just said, if you're going to go up against one of these 2 teams, probably take Season out now.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. No matter which team I was, I would make sure not to play Copenhagen Wolves on Season at the moment. In terms of mind games, well, I mean, it does mean that none of the other teams know, because obviously they're watching these games. They don't know what the Copenhagen Wolves necessarily are like on other maps. Well, I mean, they know from when they played them online during the cups here at the RaidCall Cup, but still, it's it could be a little bit of a mind game. They're keeping their cards closed. I don't expect we'll be seeing Season against this team again, though. I really don't.
And I mean, we talk about what Joe and Pansy were saying a little bit earlier. The people to watch for this game. Pansy was saying Dupree. I believe Joe was saying Carrigan.
Yeah.
To be honest, both of them played extremely well. I think Carrigan was still top fragging first team at the end of that. Dupree had like 28 kills.